Hey there, it's Alicia Malone. You're watching Premiere, coming to you this week from ComiCon. I've spent most of my time standing in this room on this red carpet talking to all the stars who've come down to San Diego. With over 130,000 fans attending throughout the 4 days, Comic-Con is the largest convention of its kind in the world. This is where studios preview their latest blockbusters to help generate some early buzz. A place where fans can dress up and nerd out over their favourite actors, directors and characters. I remember watching the DVD extras for Lord of the Rings, and at the end you were like, oh, never again. Are you a glutton for punishment?
Well, never say never again, is the name of a James Bond movie once, I believe. Yeah, look, I'm glad that we're making The Hobbit after 10 years and not straight after Lord of the Rings, because it's given us a chance to step away, do other things, and now it just means that returning to Middle-earth has been a real joy.
There is a lighter tone to it. It's the sort of story that kids tell their parents tell their kids at bedtime. You know, it's that sort of story, and Peter's constantly been saying, come on, make it lighter, make it funnier, and he's cast some wonderful comedians, comic actors, so but I haven't seen it cut together, but that's my gloss.
I didn't want to make a purely children's film. I wanted it to be able to sit with The Lord of the Rings as, you know, a series of movies. You could one day sit and watch them together, and that tonally they would feel they belong to the same world. But The Hobbit certainly is more funny because the characters are more funny.
There will be darkness in it, no doubt. Dee, 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 dee. Can't get darker than Howard Shore.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Quentin Tarantino plus Western. Got to assume this is going to be pretty badass.
Depends on your idea of badass. I mean, it's Quentin's Western, and you know, I'm not quite sure of the meaning of badass. I know what it means, but I'm not quite sure. I think what you mean is absolutely true.
One of the things that really drew me to the character of Broomhilda is that she really is the princess who's rescued from the tower, and particularly for Black women, that's not really an experience that we've had historically.
So I love the look of this film. Can you tell me a bit about shooting it? Because I understand, but you shot a little bit yourself, right?
Yeah, that's yeah, first I read it, I'm like, there was going to be like a point of view movie. I was like, this guy's out of his mind. And then he showed us, he literally like made all these weird cameras and contraptions and, you know, cameras on sticks and like cameras in the car. And I still didn't know if it was gonna work, you know what I mean? I have no idea. He's like, trust me, I got this. And then pretty soon I started to get into it because I'm like, you saw the camera, and I've never seen anything like that really in a movie.
So you obviously had a lot of fun on the Expendables to come back to Expendables 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I had a great character. I think Sly, you know, created a really cool character for me. Gunnar Jensen, who's this crazy Swede who drinks too much and, you know, he's too violent for his own good. But this time I'm back and I'm part of the team, which is kind of fun for me, and I got to know a lot of the guys better.
Any hesitation coming back for Expendables 2, or you're just like, yep, straight away?
Oh, yeah. I mean, he had me at hello. You know what I mean? That's the thing. I tell my agent all the time, I would have done it for free. And my agent put a gun to my head and was like, dude, you're going to get back in there and you're going to make some money for me. Okay. I was like, all right. You know.
So a lot of big stars, big heroes on this set. Yeah. Any big egos?
You know, no, not really. I think the whole group together was just kind of pleasantly elated to be part of this cast and part of the whole crew. And so you'd think you bring a bunch of alpha males together, there'd be drama and egos, but there really wasn't.
What do you think about the new cast members?
I mean, look, Chuck Norris, Jean-Claude Van Damme, we have a female expendable in U9, a Chinese superstar, and Liam Hemsworth from The Hunger Games, which adds all that youthful energy to it. It couldn't be better. I mean, when you think about how much bigger it could have gotten, this is it. This is how much bigger you can get, and they did it.
The first film was like a love letter to action fans. Yeah. Is this one even more so?
Well, if the first one was a love letter, then this is when you show up for the date, and you've had a few glasses of champagne and turn the lights out.
And that's it for Premiere, coming to you from Comic-Con. I'll have more red carpet action next week. See you then. For all the best in entertainment news, find or follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube and MNC.tv.